Now, President Trump is set to meet with the president of South Africa today at the White House. And this comes after a heated exchange on Capitol Hill yesterday between Senator Tim Kaine and Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Now, Kaine, a Democrat, slammed the Trump administration for granting refugee status to Afrikaners while canceling other refugee programs. Listen.
I think that the United States has a right to allow into this country and prioritize allowance of who they want to allow to come in.
But I'm going to ask you, what?
Yeah.
So a well-justified fear of persecution?
Yeah, they thought that their farms were being burned down and they would be
anything?
killed. I think that's a pretty good justification for wanting to come. They're afraid for their lives.
And should it be applied in an even-handed way? That's an easy.
No, our foreign policy doesn't require even-handedness.
So can you have a different standard based upon the color of somebody's skin? Would that be acceptable?
Well, I'm not the one arguing that. Apparently you are, because you don't like the fact that they're white, and that's why they're coming.
All right. CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand is at the White House with more on this. Good morning to you again, Natalie. You had mentioned at 7 a.m. when we last spoke that there is no genocide in South Africa. That has been debunked, and that trade is a big priority for South Africa in this meeting. And I understand there's a high-profile South African that was just added to the guest list. Fill us in on all of that.
Hi, Errol. Yeah, a White House official confirms to CBS News that Elon Musk will be joining that meeting between President Trump and South Africa's President Ramaphosa. And of course, he grew up, was born in South Africa. We'll have to wait and see whether his businesses come up during this meeting, Starlink and Tesla. But Musk has also been one of the people who has amplified those claims, debunked claims about genocide and also land being confiscated from white Afrikaners. Now, the South African government, as you noted, they've disputed all of those allegations, and even a judge in South Africa dismissed the idea of genocide, saying it's not real. So South Africa's agriculture minister, actually ahead of this meeting, said that the president of South Africa will be laying out the facts, talking about this misinformation, and also talking about a land law that did pass earlier in the year that has received the attention of the White House. But as you noted, trade will also be a key topic here, since the U.S. is a top trading partner for South Africa. And if you remember back to April, President Trump's announcement about those reciprocal tariffs with South Africa is facing a 30% tariff, which of course has been paused during this period of negotiations. Here's what President Ramaphosa told reporters ahead of this meeting just outside the embassy.
We want to come out of the United States with a really good trade deal, investment, promotion. We invest in the United States and they invest in us.
So a trade deal is a top goal of his here today. People who cover the region, including our own Deborah Patton, note that Ramaphosa is known as a skilled negotiator. He was actually the chief negotiator for Nelson Mandela during apartheid talks in the 1990s.
All right, Natalie Brand with all the latest at the White House for us. Natalie, thank you.